welcome to Tea with Jann. I am Jann, and today is Matcha Monday. Let's get going. I'm so excited. We should have started with this one. Falling in love with matcha. So today we want to answer, what is matcha and why is it good for me? I should have started with this in our year-long, hopefully, series of Matcha Mondays. Exploring matcha and falling in love with matcha. That is my goal for 2020. And we're gonna do that on Matcha Mondays. I have to say a huge thank you to Kimberly, and I'll put her blog and all her information down below as well. She was the one that encouraged me to fall in love with matcha, and I am. And then the next week, we made this wonderful iced latte, which I completely adore. Thank you so much, Luann. All of her information is down below as well. But I thought we better kind of like take a couple steps back, and just because I might kind of understand or know something doesn't mean that we all do. So I had a couple questions about what matcha was, and we're gonna answer those today. Like I said, we should have started with this one. So this is David's Tea matcha, their tin and their matcha. So let's talk about what matcha is, because look at that. It's a fine powder, right? Let me get my notes to help me. So matcha is essentially a fine powdered tea. So it is tea because it comes from the tea plant. All right, so matcha is produced a little bit differently than other teas. At the end of its growing stage, the leaves are actually shaded. And that is amazing, so that it's shaded from the sun slightly so that it can actually get more nutrients and more goodness for us. And they do this prior to harvesting it. They do this shading part. Then when they get the tea leaves, they process it differently, of course. So the stems and the veins are removed during the process prior to it being ground into a powder. So So when you're having matcha, you're ingesting the whole tea leaf. It's not just the tea steeping in water and you're ingesting the steeped water. You are actually ingesting the whole tea leaf, minus the veins and the stems. So you can see how good that would be for you. If green tea is good for you, can you imagine how great matcha is gonna be for you? In my research, I have realized it is rich in antioxidants. It boosts metabolism. It can slow cancer growth, although I'm not quite sure if all of those studies have been accurate. I'm not a scientist. Do some research on your own, but that is what I'm reading. I also read that it can lower blood pressure and lower your cholesterol. So as you can see, it is actually really good for you. Unlike coffee, where we traditionally get our caffeine, where you kind of like spike and then you crash down, matcha is different in the fact that it kind of climbs up and then it steadies for a while. And they call it like an alertness more than like a woo. You're just very, very alert, and it, is a longer period of time. The great thing too with matcha is that you can bake with it. So if maybe you don't like the taste to ingest it with a drink, you could get it by baking with it. And not only is it good for you, but it also makes everything super green. And I want us to explore that too on Matcha Mondays in the future. It is always good to make sure that you get your matcha from a reputable, wonderful dealer. Dealer? I don't think they call them dealers. So with matcha, when you do want to use it, you want to make sure that you sift it. Otherwise, you'll get these clumps. Let me see if I can show you guys. See the clumps in there? So you'll want to make sure, of that. It's so fun. Now, you would usually use one of these bamboo whisks, which are so adorable. I am horrible at this, so I'm having some health issues, and I'm finding that the actual movements and making my hands do that is very, very difficult. So I haven't mastered that. Hopefully by the end of the year, we can master this together. If you guys have mastered that, congratulations. I have been using the cold brew method, which is shaking it in a jar for something like this, as well as I've been using this David's Tea mini matcha shaker, and you just basically shake it up, which is super convenient and wonderful, especially if you're having any issues like medical conditions or anything like that where it makes things go wonky. So yeah. Yeah, so that is just some bare bone basic information about matcha. Matcha is from the tea plant. Matcha is wonderful. Matcha is great. Yeah. So there you have it. Quick and easy, just a couple tips, a little bit of an introduction. We're gonna continue down this road. Matcha Mondays, we're gonna learn more together. We're gonna grow. We're gonna really master this matcha on Matcha Mondays. I will see you guys down in the comments down below. Until next time, take care. Bye.